In this video, we are going to create a battery just using salt, toilet paper, aluminum foil, wires, this, charcoal, and water. Cheers. As the result, we need to turn this on. This LED needs 1.5 volts at least to be turned on. First, we're gonna create the first cell and measure the outcome, and based on that, we can decide how many cells we need for that. For having a battery, we need to create two parts. The first part is negative electrode, which is called anode, and the second part is positive electrode, which is called cathode. For now, we are going to create the first part, which is anode. Now, we need to cut a part of this aluminum foil. I think this size would be enough. You can think of this aluminum as the foil of the battery. When the aluminum comes into contact with the salt water, it slowly reacts and releases electrons. Those electrons are what create the electricity current. They naturally want to travel through a circuit, and that's how electricity is produced. Thank you all for watching so far. If you like this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. That way you will be sure to catch all our upcoming projects and experiments. For the next step, let's create our electrolyte. It allows charged particles called ions to move between the two electrolytes. For now, let's have this much of this paper towel. And then we need to soak it in salt water. Or salt water on the toilet paper. Let's do it for the other side. This toilet paper has another important job. It acts as a separator. It keeps the aluminum and the charcoal from touching each other directly. If they touch, the battery would short circuit and stop working properly. So for now, we need to connect a wire to our aluminum. Okay, now we reverse this aluminum. Put this center. And finally, we have our charcoal. First of all, we add some salt water to it. Make sure you spread it all the way. Yeah, seems good to me. The charcoal is the positive electrode. As we mentioned before, we call it cathode. The charcoal itself is not the foil. Instead, it acts as a porous, conductive material. It provides a large surface where oxygen from the air can react and accept the electrons coming from the aluminum. This completes the electrolyte circuit. Okay, now we need to connect this wire to the charcoal. And for doing that, I'm using this steel mesh, which is conductive. You can use anything you have in your home. Just make sure it's a conductive material. For doing that, let me cut a part of this. This much is enough for me. And now it's connected. Now I put it here in the center. Okay, I secured our battery with some tape, as you see here, and then connected our multimeter to the battery, and we are getting something near to 0.8 volt here. And as we mentioned in the beginning of the video, it's not enough for lighting up our LED. So we need to have at least one more battery to be steady with this one, and then we can try to light up our LED. Okay, I created 2 more cells and I made it circle just for fun. And I connected them together in series. As you see, the positive comes in here and the negative goes to positive for next, and these 2 wires are the result for all the series. Now let's measure the voltage. And let me see. Yeah, as you see, we have near to 1.5 volt on our multimeter. Now let's connect our LED to this breadboard. Yay! As you see, we turned on it. Alright everyone, that's it for today's project. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. If you have any question or if you tried yourself, leave a comment down below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.